I wrote an article, my latest article, about the rotten fruit of radical feminism and identity politics. That's the name of it. The rotten fruit of radical feminism and identity politics. We have had several decades now of radical feminism, which is as much about hatred of men and hatred of male, quote, patriarchy as it is as much about quote, liberation for women. The women's lib movement fueled largely by hatred of men. And now, because of identity politics, this is some of the bad fruit of the last administration. Each administration has its strengths and weaknesses, and some of the bad fruit of the last administration is the identity politics that it engaged in. And as a result of that, you now have a focused hatred, not just on men, but on white men. There's a tweet that's getting a lot of attention by a black woman who used the Twitter handle Night Nurse. And listen to what she had to say. Every white woman raises a detriment to society when they raise a son. Someone with the highest propensity to be a terrorist, rapist, racist, killer, and domestic violence all-star. Historically, every son you had should be sacrificed to the wolves. Ends with an expletive. Yeah, what a sicko tweet. And I'm sure that many African Americans and many women around the country that saw that were utterly repulsed at it. Yeah, what a horrible, horrible quote. But that is where this radical feminism and identity politics joined together comes out with this virulent hatred for all white men. And then there is just the hatred for men in general. Emily Linden is a white woman, and she is a columnist with Teen Vogue and others. And in her Twitter feed, she recently made this comment. She said this: "Here's an unpopular opinion. I'm actually not at all concerned about innocent men losing their jobs over false sexual assault, harassment allegations." And she also said this: "Sorry. If some innocent men's reputations have to take a hit in the process of undoing the patriarchy, that's a price I'm absolutely willing to pay." Of course, many women of all color and background responded with anger to what she wrote. What are you talking about? Jake Tapper tweet was widely retweeted where he said, "You must have failed your English class in 7th grade when you read To Kill a Mockingbird." There, of course, it's a black man who is falsely accused in the segregated South. And then he also pointed out, you're not going to be the one paying the price. It'll be the men falsely accused. This is where radical identity politics and radical feminism have brought us. Oh, yes, men are guilty of certain things. White men are guilty of certain things. Women are guilty of certain things. Black men, black women, people of every human being is guilty of something ugly. And all of us in our history have something as a people that is bad and other things that are good. But it is this focused hatred on a class of people, and whatever comes their way, they deserve it because they are evil.